Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and I'm back with another Magic the Gathering opening experience. I have in front of me a Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pre-release pack. This was released back in the summer of 2021, and it was an awesome set in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead today, crack open this pre-release kit, put together the deck I would have played if I were attending the pre-release event back in the summer of 2021. And yes, I'll be giving away the Arena promo code later on in the video. Taking a look at the art, there's Drizzt. Okay. Crack open into this pre-release. Tell me in the comment section if you attended a pre-release event for Dungeons & Dragons. I like the thinner style pre-release kits versus the kind of bigger ones. I don't want to spoil my promo. So I'm going to put it out like that and then get into the packs. Some more cool art from Dungeons & Dragons. So I'll set that maybe up here off to the side in that corner. Put the pre-release promo card up there. And then I've got the 6 draft booster packs with a divider. Pretty stylish. And then each of the pre-release kits came with the same 3 double-sided foil tokens, the Atropal, Skeleton, Goblin, and on the back were the dungeons. I thought this was a pretty cool feature, a game within a game of Magic the Gathering. See if you could get through the dungeon and unlock some of the bigger prizes. And then each of the pre-release kits will come with a building a pre-release deck, 15 to 18 creatures, 5 to 8 other spells, describing the mana curve of each of the cards, and typically the sealed decks will have around 17 lands, sometimes 18, maybe 16 depending upon your curve. Xanathar's Guide to Dungeons. Set those off to the side, get cracking into pack number 1. Start with the commons, Kick in the Door, Steadfast Paladin, Scaled Herbalist, Gloomstalker, Scion of Stygia, Hoarding Ogre, Feign Death. That's a pretty good common at one point. It could get up around the $2 value. Aspiring Bard, Neverwinter Dryad, Clattering Skeletons. First uncommon is Druid class. I really like the enchantment class. Sort of like the enchantment saga, but you maintain each of the abilities as you went progressively through the levels, versus the saga where you'd sacrifice at the end. The white cleric class and the blue wizard class have the most value in this uncommon cycle. Critical Hit, Grim Wanderer, and hopefully this is a mythic. It's a rare, Minion of the Mighty. Interesting card. I never was able to play with it in either sealed or draft, but I thought it had a lot of promise. And then a Plains and Tomb of Annihilation, the Atropal. So let's get my piles organized. I think I'm going to put the commons right here, the uncommons right here, land token, and let's put the rare to show off kind of in the front. All right, into the next 5 booster packs. Tell me in the comment section what was your favorite card out of Dungeons & Dragons. Thief's Tools, Shambling Ghast, Scaled Herbalist, Gloomstalker, already seeing some doubles, Scion of Stygia, Hoarding Ogre, Feign Death, don't mind getting a lot of those, Minimus Containment, Underdark Basculus, Grim Bounty, Displacer Beast, first uncommon, Black Dragon, there was a cycle of monocolored dragons at uncommon. I thought they did pretty well in the limited environment. Cloister Gargoyle, and another rare, Treasure Chest. Not sure what to think of this card. Has a ton of flavor. Dungeons & Dragons brought in the die rolling effect. An island and a wolf token. Not a clear direction in what I'd build from this deck. Paladin Shield, Feign Death, 3 packs, 3 Feign Death. I guess that's okay. Inspiring Bard, Dwarfold Champion, Arcane Investigator, You Come to the Knoll Camp, Herald of Hadar, Manticore. Showcase card. There were showcase cards in common, uncommon, and rare. Kind of a harken back to the original Dungeons & Dragons art. First uncommon is Fly. I had a ton of success with this card in draft. Power word Kill. A nice 2-mana black destroy target creature with a little bit of drawback. You see a pair of goblins, and the next one is going to be a rare Dancing Sword. So an artifact with a foil swamp, first foil, an island, and a treasure token. Still real no clear direction. I guess red and white be a little aggro. See what my promo has to offer. You see a guard approach, Earth Cult Elemental, Spoils of the Hunt, Delver's Torch, Shocking Grasp, Plundering Barbarian, Yuan Ti Fangblade, Compelled Duel, Bulette, Dejani Windseer. First uncommon is Plate Armor, Critical Hit, saw that already, Wild Shape, and can I get a mythic? It's a rare, the Black Staff of Waterdeep. Not hitting too much value on the rares, and quite a few artifacts, planes, and stupid ad card. All right, 2 packs to go. Still don't really have a clear picture of what direction I'd go in. Earth Cult Elemental, Plummet, Horde Robber, Compelled Duel, Half Elf Monk, went too fast there, Contact Another Plane, Farida's Fireball, Vampire Spawn, You Hear Something on Watch, Air Cult Elemental, Shesra Death's Whisper is the first uncommon, Cloister Gargoyle, Black Dragon, I only got a couple of these, maybe I'm leaning toward black, a mythic, no, a rare, Drizzt Do'Urden, so this wasn't too bad in limited, could be pretty powerful. And then a Forest and Tomb of Annihilation, the Tropal. All right, final draft pack. I've really struck out on value monetary-wise. Not sure which direction I'm going even with a deck. Steadfast Paladin, Spoils of the Hunt, Delver's Torch, Shocking Grasp, Plundering Barbarian, Yuan Ti Fangblade, Compelled Duel, Baleful Beholder, Showcase, Minimus Containment, Underdark Basilisk, Prosperous Innkeeper. This had quite a bit of value when it first came out. Keen-Eared Sentry, Ray of Frost, and the final one, not a mythic, Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. Well, I've got a couple of rares in red. I wonder if I can make that work. A Mountain, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and a Goblin token. All right. On to the promo foil. Hopefully this will give me an indication of which direction I'm leaning with the deck. And it's Hand of Vecna. Doesn't really help in what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, clean up this mess, come back with a deck tech, and I'll also spoil the arena code giveaway. All right, be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's go over the deck that I put together. I really wanted to go white and green and use Drizzt Do'Urden. Both colors had little support, especially in uncommon. It was surprising how many duplicates and triplicates I got out of commons, which made putting together a deck pretty difficult. I settled on red-black because I think there's some synergies within the deck that if I can get to the late game, I think I can win. All right, going through the creatures first. Minion of the Mighty, 1-drop, doesn't really do anything until I can get some other creatures on the battlefield. So I'll see how well this card does, but I think I've got it set up to where I can attack with more than 6 power on board and be able to put tapped in attacking one of my 2 dragons onto the battlefield. Shamligast, 1-drop. This is a good combo card with Grim Wanderer. It's going to die. It's a 1/1. I'm going to use it to block. I want to get the treasure token, and if I can play it right, I'll be able to flash this guy in for 2 mana and have a 5/3 on board, which gets me closer to attacking with 6 power to get a dragon out there really soon. Vampire Spawn, 3 mana, 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, I gain 2 life. My opponent loses 2 life. Not really spectacular, but keeps me in the game. 2 Yuan-Ti Fang Blades for 3 mana, 2/2 Death Touchers. I may just be able to venture through a dungeon because my opponent doesn't want to block and lose one of their creatures. Works pretty well in attacking with Minion of the Mighty as well. Plundering Barbarian was a great card. I do remember it from the limited format. 3 mana, 2/2. I'm looking for treasure tokens. In the off chance that my opponent has a pesky artifact, well, I can pop that off as well. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. Not much to see here. I really only have 3 other goblins. One being the Grim Wanderer, which is a black goblin, and the other one coming off of an instant where I can get 2/1/1 goblins. Now, that could be pretty powerful because when I cast it, it's going to cost 3 to get those 2/1/1 goblins, plus another red. So for 4 mana, I'll get 2/1/1s, and I can deal 3 damage to any target on the battlefield. But that's really Christmas land. Hoarding Ogre is a pretty good card. I really like the ability that I'm going to get a treasure token no matter what. I could get 2 or 3 of those treasure tokens, so I'm in for that. Manticore, great card. Flash it in after combat damage and take out one of my opponent's creatures on a surprise, maybe block or attack that they weren't expecting. Clattering Skeletons, just a body, 4 mana, 4/3. When it dies, I get a venture into the dungeon. Not really focused on dungeon, more focused on getting to the late game and getting these dragons out. Herald of Hadar, I like the card, 5 mana, 4/4. And in one of the iterations of rolling the die, my opponent's going to lose 2 life, and I might get lucky and get 2 life or some treasure tokens out of it. Earth Cult Elemental, just a big body, 6 mana, 6/6, perfect for sealed. Baleful Beholder, this is a game ender. I've ended games with it in limited back when the set first came out. Play it, give all my creatures menace. If there's a weird enchantment class over there, I've used Baleful Beholder to have my opponent sacrifice it. And this is what I'm hoping will be the payoff. For some reason, I got 2 uncommon black dragons out of the 6 booster packs. If I can get them out there with Minion of the Mighty, I'll get a 4/4 flare, plus I'm going to be able to take out one of my opponent's smaller creatures. All right, those are the creatures. So I'm going to be playing 18 creatures and 6 spells, 24 in total. And yes, I always play a 41 card special, so I'll have 17 lands. Probably leaning a little heavier toward black, so 9 swamp and 8 mountains. For spells, I just have 6 of them. 2 of them are Feign Death. Card's incredible. 1-drop instant. When one of my creatures dies, I can return to the battlefield tapped with a +1/+1 counter. So growing its power and making the Christmas land payoff of a bigger creature attack with Minion of the Mighty and getting those black dragons out there. Critical hit will win me a game. Giving one of my bigger creatures double strike, say one of the creatures that has menace, it's going to just end it. And if I'm lucky and roll a d20 and get 20, then I'll be able to get it back into my hand. You see a pair of goblins. I'm using it specifically for the bottom part. Get 2/1/1 goblins, maybe to combo with Hobgoblin to where I can pay 4 mana and get 2/1/1 goblins and 3 damage to any target on the battlefield. And then 2 creature destruction. Power word kill. It's a great card. Yeah, it's going to be dead in my hand if my opponent has one of the bigger rares or mythics around an angel, demon, devil, or dragon. And if I can't kill it with power word kill, then I've got Grim Bounty. A little more costly at sorcery speed, but I do get a treasure token out of it. If I can get to the late game, I think I can win it. And in sealed, you typically are going longer in the game. All right, now is the time for me to give away the Arena Code promo. So I wasn't using my Hand of Vecna. Didn't really do it for me. This is proving to be a little difficult to get in. I don't want to bend my Hand of Vecna. See how long it'll take me to fight this thing to get it open. Okay. I already seen the promo Hand of Vecna, which I don't think has much in the way of value. All right, here you go. Promo card. First come, first serve. And you're welcome. I don't play Arena. Tell me in the comment section if you're the one that got the promo code. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell me in the comment section what you think about this Adventures of the Forgotten Realms Dungeons & Dragons pre-release kit that I cracked open. Till next time when I'm back to crack some Magic the Gathering.